Okay, so before starting the second part of the Cupcake Shop spreadsheet project, please make sure you have your handout in front of you. So you either check your folder or if you are in my B-Day classes, the substitute should be passing out your planning sheets to you. I've graded them. If not, if you were not finished, I wrote please finish on it. This is a grade. So during your planning, remember you had 16 cupcakes, so 16 different flavors. You priced your cupcakes from $1.50 to $5. And then you wrote in the availability, meaning is it in stock, limited, seasonal, do you have to special order it? Then you had 6 additional food items for your bakery or your cupcake shop, so $1.50 to $5 again, and then your availability. And then your 6 beverages, okay, with prices and then the availability as well. So once you finished all your planning, then you're going to flip your handout over to the back. And I want you to use your check boxes. And I'm going to go through this with you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and you can just read it. The directions say open a blank Microsoft Excel workbook and save the file to your OneDrive as first name, last name, Cupcake Bakery. So to do that, remember, you're going to go down to search. We are working in the application Microsoft Excel. Make sure you are on the desktop application and you do not use the one that's through Google Chrome, the online. So you are going to open a blank Excel workbook. Remember, when you see the screen, you click blank workbook. Most important step anytime you open a new file is you go to the File tab, Save As, and double click your OneDrive. I recommend just going ahead and clicking your OneDrive on the left-hand navigation pane, and then you always want to give your files a name, no matter what it is, if you're in my class or not. So you would do first name, last name, and then Cupcake Bakery, and then you would click Save. All right, next step, number 1, rename worksheet tab. Remember, to rename your worksheet tab, you're going to simply double click down here on this little worksheet tab and rename it to Cupcake Bakery Menu. Okay, and I'm going to go through this quickly because we've already done these steps and I'm not going to do a lot of them, but I'm going to just walk you and guide you through it. So you can either double click or right click and select rename and type it in that way. So that is number 1. Number 2, it says create column headers. Remember, columns run up and down, and you need to identify what's in each column. So starting in row 1, so this is row 1, your first column header, which will be in cell A1, and my name box tells me what cell I'm in, you would be typing in item name, okay? And then B1, you are going to type in category. C1, you're going to type in price. And D1, you're going to type in availability, okay? Now, remember, your columns, you need to adjust the column width so that all of your information fits, and you're going to be doing this quite a bit throughout this. So if it were me, I would go ahead and hover between A and B until I get the outward black arrow cursor, and I would drag it over quite a bit, okay, because you're going to be putting your cupcake names there. Then category, I would drive that over a little bit. Price doesn't have to be as big, and then availability, drag it over a little bit. Now, you are going to type in all of your information from the front of your handout, the planning. So let me go to my file that I've already pre-created. Okay. It's not that one. Here it is. All right, so this one. So this is what it should look like when it's finished. Okay. Now you have your column headers. You have your 28 items, 16 cupcakes, 6 additional foods, 6 beverages. So all of them are listed. You identified whether they're a beverage or food. You've added in your price, and you've put the availability. I let you do little codes for the planning for availability, but make sure you type it all out the correct way. Once you type in everything, please come back to the video, and I'm going to just quickly walk you through the formatting, sorting, and conditional formatting, okay? So, hopefully you've already typed in all this information and you're coming back to the video. Now we're going to go to number 4, formatting. It says column headers are bold, size 14, center aligned. So these are my column headers. I go bold, 14, center aligned. Item names are left aligned, so I would select all my item names and click left. Categories are center line. So I would select all my categories and hit center. Prices, this is one of the ones that's going to confuse you, so please pay attention. With your white plus sign cursor, select all those prices, okay? When you have your selection selected, you're going to right click anywhere on that selection, format cells, go to currency, make sure decimal places is set at 2, and your symbol, make sure it doesn't say none. We want that money symbol, okay, the dollar sign, and then click OK. So then it formats to prices. Your availability is center line, so again, I would select all of those and click center line. Then you're going to apply borders around all your data, so I would do A1 to D29. On my home tab, font group, click my little arrow next to my border button and select all borders. And then make sure you adjust the column width so that all text fits nicely. So when I'm grading this, for instance, if it looks like this and cookies is cut off or muffin or slices, you will lose points. So you want to make sure you're adjusting that column width, okay? Number 5, sort. So you can sort in Excel to find things quickly. So you would click on column B because it says sort the items. Oh, sorry. Sort all items alphabetically by item name. So column A. You're going to click in column A with that down arrow to select it. On the home tab, all you're going to do is you're going to go all the way over to the right to editing, sort and filter, sort A to Z, and then click OK. Okay. All of your items should be alphabetized. So from here's B all the way down to water is my last item. So that is sorting. Now conditional formatting, we did this in one of our other activities. You're going to apply conditional formatting to all the availabilities. So available daily or whichever you chose. So if it's available daily or in stock, whatever availability you put, that means it's there every single day for your items. You're going to select those. On the home tab, you're going to go down to or over to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. This time we're not dealing with numbers, so we're going to go down to text that contains, and you're going to type in whatever your text is that you wrote in for those items that are available every day. So for me, it was available daily, or like I said, it could have been in stock that you put, okay? It starts to highlight it. We want to change that color to green filled with dark green text and click OK. If you have any that are not selected and it's there every day, you will lose points. You need to make sure your spelling is accurate or it will not select it. All right, now we're going to go down to cell C30, and this is step 7, and we're just going to calculate our average price of our items. So to do that, on our home tab, in our editing group, we've got that nice auto sum formula button. We're going to click the arrow, select average, make sure C2 to C29 is selected, and press enter. So the average price of my items are $3.04. Okay. From there, you're just going to click save, Control S, or the little floppy disk to save it, close it, and you need to upload this file to Canvas and turn in your planning sheet up front. A day, you're going to turn it in. I will be here. B day, turn it in, and please make sure the substitute paper clips your papers together so you don't lose them. Remember, this handout's very important because you'll be using this handout in April or May at the end of the year for your final when you go to design your website. All right? All right, good job, guys.